Today, in Judge Raquel West's courtroom, the truth finally came out. A murder plea, 4 theft confessions, and a stolen car sentencing. These aren't scripted scenes. These are real lives, changing in real time.
Good morning, sir. You're Chase Bro.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Burbank, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
Will, Your Honor.
Mr. Bro, in cause number 22-40132, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle from May 17th of 2022. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Burbank?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
And why is there a difference between the rejection and what we've got today?
Your Honor, this is a case that, in all honesty, we shouldn't. I am of the opinion that we shouldn't be using or wasting a jury on unauthorized use of a motor vehicle case. The defendant's taking responsibility, given his criminal history. I think 180 days is sufficient. I'd much rather focus on the rapes, robberies, and murders and try a juvenile case.
I don't disagree. I just think we need to do that when we do those rejections. All right. So do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, do you understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm required to ask everyone that.
I think I'm ready.
State tenders number 1.
Okay.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Bro is not competent? All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of that plea, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of the state jail felony offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle, sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 180 days in the state jail prison. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I have handed you the trial court certification. That shows that this was an agreement that I followed, so you have waived your right to appeal. I also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition.
Yes, ma'am.
Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term, and you should read that written admonishment I provide you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk to Mr. Burbank. All right, good luck to you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Coleman. Thank you, Mr. Burbank. And then you've got Augustus Simon, Mr. Burbank.
He's signing up right now.
Okay, I'll hold that till it's ready. And we're resetting Mr. Harris.
Yes, he's present, and I agree, one more resetting, Judge, to see if we can get him to Harris County.
Oh, this is that one?
He's got a capital murder.
I know, but I said last time we weren't gonna wait.
It's Ashley's case.
Did Ashley leave a note? Because we've been.
She did, Judge. She messaged me over the weekend, and I'll relay that.
I mean, either they're gonna come get them or they're not, and this has been months. Okay, hold on. They issued a bench warrant last week.
Right, it was more of just getting them to do it, Judge, with that. They finally did it, but it was only last week.
Okay. All right, so it sounds like there's a new bench warrant last
sir.
week, so
Yes,
maybe
sir.
they'll actually come get them.
That's the intent, I hope.
Okay. Who's this?
Simon.
Okay. I don't have his paperwork yet. All right. many are y'all doing on Rito?
So we're doing 4 unagreed pleas and 1 rejection.
So the rejection, what's the? I mean, so that means y'all go, I mean, there's already been a rejection. They're set for trial, so
Yeah, so basically.
I'll call y'all back up in just a second when I get the paperwork.
I'll come back and
Okay,
The state's prepared for trial, Judge.
okay.
And so basically, she's willing to plead guilty on the 4 theft offenses. The other offense, I have some misgivings about, but we can only take that up at the appropriate time. So,
Judge, I am of the opinion that if she won't plead to all of the cases, I just soon try, file the motion, try them all, file a motion to consolidate at least 2 of those cases that came out of the same occurrence. I suspect if we get the resolution that we're wanting out of those 2 cases, it will take care of those remaining cases.
Well, I mean, I guess there's no reason, can she not plead guilty? Are they just open to the court?
right, those 4 thefts are open to the court. The tampering stems from having clothes that she stole under her clothes when she was searched at the jail. So that's the theory under which the prosecution is seeking. Obviously, I think that creates issues. Anybody who had drugs in their pocket and didn't give them to officers then could likewise be charged. But I also don't believe it's
And they charge them with possession of it in the jail all the time after arrest.
right, but
not-
not
I don't know about
tampering
tampering.
with evidence. So.
She concealed it is the state's position.
That's fine. I don't mind whatever y'all want to do, but I think hold on a second, because if she pleads guilty to the 4 and I reset it and get a pre-sentence report and do whatever I do, then would that potentially resolve, I guess, depending obviously on what I would do? Because,
I don't think so, Judge.
I mean,
The tampering has a heavier hammer, higher punishment range, and I think given her criminal history, she should be facing that.
okay. I'm just trying to think. I mean, she has every right, though, to plead guilty, right? But but if you want a jury,
I have to wait my right to trial. This is not that kind of case where I would refuse to waive my right to a jury trial.
okay,
What's complicating this case is her history, Judge, and I have it here. She's got numerous previous death.
oh no, I'm looking at the indictment. But on those, they're all state jails. Is that correct?
That's
Even though, because all the priors were enhanced to state jails.
That's right. And I made an offer earlier on that would have resolved all of this. They rejected it, and we ended up filing that 3rd-degree tampering as a result of that rejection. So the defendant could have avoided being in this situation had she taken responsibility of it.
Okay, so do we want to go ahead and go through with these pleas then? And then it'll get numbered I mean, the cases are falling apart next week. We'll see what happens, but we could try the tampering.
State's ready on the tampering, Judge. I don't know what the court's thoughts are on letting the defendant just plead. Well, I guess that's not what she wants to do. I was thinking maybe just plead guilty to the.
If she wants to plead open to
to
me,
you. Okay, all right.
that's what this looks like, the paperwork that's been done. So let's get the pleas done. And then if it goes to trial on the other one next week, great. If not, it'll probably get sent, these will be sentenced before, and if there's any change in circumstances based on that, then we'll,
And Judge, we're certainly not opposed to a trial before the court. That's what they-
I'm sorry.
Not trial before the court,
A bench
On
trial.
the,
bench trial.
on the tampering?
Yeah.
well, let's get through these pleas and then y'all can talk about that. And if for some reason, if it's not reached next week, and y'all both agree to a bench trial on that, then we can find time. I wouldn't think that that would be something that took a long time. So we'll, but you'll need to talk to your client about that, obviously.
Yes.
Okay, Miss Rideau. All right, you're Rebecca Rideau?
Yes, ma'am.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment in each case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Give me a minute to get, I'll have to pull that. Ms. Rideau, in cause number 23, DCCR 0928, you're charged with, hold on, let me get to that again. If y'all want to print those other ones, it might be convenient. The next three, 210607 and then 1925. All right, in this case, which is 23 DCCR 0928, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft of property with previous convictions from November 21st of 2022. The indictment alleges you were previously convicted of theft September 11th, 2010, September 17th, 2010 in two different cases. And then again, October 26th of 2015. And then September 21st of 2021 in three cases on that date. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are all those prior offenses and convictions true?
Yes, ma'am.
And then in cause number, they printing or do you want me to pull it up? In cause number 23 DCCR 2106, you're also charged with theft of property with previous convictions. The offense date from this one is September 23rd of 2023. It alleges those same prior offenses. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
And are those prior offense convictions true?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you enter your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And because you actually did what they charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
And actually, that indictment, I said the 23rd day, it has been indicted, it has been amended that the offense date is the 22nd day of September. Does that sound correct? Okay. And then in cause number 23, DCCR 21.
If you like watching how real justice unfolds, hit that subscribe button. It means a lot and keeps these breakdowns coming.
07, you're also charged with theft of property with previous convictions from October 2nd of 2023. That indictment alleges those same prior offenses. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
And again, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are all of those prior convictions true?
Yes, ma'am.
And then finally, in cause number 24 DCCR 1925, you're also charged with the state jail felony offense of theft of property with previous convictions. This is from June 13th of 2024. It alleges those same prior convictions of theft. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Again, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And because you actually did what they've charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
In each of those four cases, I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Wilkerson?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's my understanding you have no agreement in your case, in any of these four cases, and so you're just pleading open to me. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I want to make sure you understand your cases are set for trial to begin with jury selection next week. You have an absolute right to have a jury come in and decide if you're guilty or not, and then to decide what the punishment is if they find you guilty. If we go forward this way, you're leaving that up to me, and is that what you want to do?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry to interrupt, Judge. The state has filed a motion to accumulate. We will be asking the court to accumulate those cases to the extent the law allows.
Okay, because they're all different offense dates, correct? Or at least,
Some of them are, Judge.
I think they are, nope, they're all different offense dates.
So we will be moving or asking the court to accumulate those sentences.
And have you gone over that with your client?
Yes, Your Honor. She's aware that the state's asking for the charges to be stacked.
I guess part of my issue with this is, let's say I do something that Ms. Rideau doesn't like, and then she has the ability to appeal, and I don't guess there's really an appealable matter, but you never know. I don't want to waste a bunch of time and then us be coming right back here, but
And Judge, I've looked for the path of least resistance to resolve these cases. We are in the situation we're in because it's defendant.
no, I don't disagree.
She-
Well, we'll get where we get.
Because of what it is.
All right, so you understand that I can give you anything from probation up to 24 months, up to 2 years on each of these cases. And I can stack those sentences on top of each other. Do you understand that as well?
Yes, ma'am.
And you want to go forward with these pleas and get the sentencing on these done. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
In addition, Your Honor, my client has asked, and I know the response to the court given the prior answer, but I am required to ask that the court, she's asking the court waive pre-sentence investigation on these and proceed with sentencing. She also would like to be released for her, I believe it's daughter's
Yeah,
graduation.
it's Saturday from Westbrook.
Stay posted, Judge.
No, that's not happening. No. All right. And I'm definitely not going to waive the pre-sentence report because I want to make sure that it's just the ones, if there's any other history, obviously there's a substantial amount of history, and so I want all of the information. So we will get a pre-sentence report done in all of the cases, and I'm not doing anything with the bond other than potentially raising it to make sure that we're where we need to be when we need to be. So, that being said, do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number one in each of those cases.
No objection.
It's admitted in each of those cases. Is there any evidence that Ms. Rideau is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of guilty and true in each of these cases freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. In each case, I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your cases for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That will give me more information about you, your cases, and then we will come back at a later date for sentencing. And then I will number the tampering case for trial next week. Obviously, it's fairly new compared to some of the other ones, but it looks like a lot of them are getting taken care of this morning, so you never know. You guys will know today after docket what the trial order is.
One final thing, if I may, on the tampering, Judge, it's filed as a third degree, but I filed a repeat offender notice seeking to enhance it to a second degree, given the defendant's previous robbery conviction. So I just want to make sure that all of that's.
Why did you put the tampering on me when you put the death on me?
Look, we're not, this isn't a conversation.
I'm
It,
confused. I'm sorry, yes, ma'am.
it doesn't matter, and they didn't put anything on you.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, listen.
I don't understand how is it tampering. I mean,
That's what juries are for. If you don't, Mr. Wilkerson has gone over it, I'm sure, with you. He has his position legally. You know what the options and what the consequences are in that case. In that case, if you go to trial and you're found guilty, and there is a prior robbery conviction, it's important that you understand that the range of punishment then becomes that of a second degree felony, which is between 2 years and up to 20 years. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so I will number that case for trial for next week. All right? And you go back with the bailiff.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. I'll let y'all know as soon as docket's done what the trial order is.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
The first three cases, she had forfeited, and they're 100 each.
Good. Then I don't have to worry about
Other two are
those.
8,000 each.
Okay. Good. Thank you. Okay. I really didn't write on these. Should I though, since she pled true to all of them? Maybe so. Did I save this? I don't know if I did the first one right either. Let me look real quick. Yeah, this has been going on forever. maybe wonder if drug court has something like this maybe on a.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Judge.
No, it's fine. I'm not opposed to doing it, obviously. But just based on the nature of that offense,
I think it would be appropriate.
that might be one that we could, so it doesn't sit around and wait for all the other big stuff. Let's see what it looks like after the docket, and then I'll contact them and see if they have a. So I'm right.
Did he already walk out?
Oh.
Did he get his discovery?
Uh-oh. Do y'all want to text him real quick? I mean, he can do it when he comes back for sentencing, but.
Or even Monday?
I feel like I got 2 minutes. Okay, so I did the first one where it was supposed to be done, and then, okay. Mr. Burbank on Mr. Simon, Augustus Simon.
It must be taking too long.
Why though? I mean, it just slows down everything. Just give you a minute. Good morning, sir. Are you Augustus Simon Jr.?
Yes, ma'am.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the
He
indictment?
does, Your Honor.
Mr. Simon, in cause number 23, DCCR 1542, you're charged with the first-degree felony offense of murder from September 9th of 2023, and how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over it with Mr. Burbank?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? So if I take this plea agreement, which is for 40 years in prison, you can't.
It's a cap of 40.
Oh, it's a cap of 40, I'm sorry. So as long as I don't give you more than 40 years, you're stuck with whatever I give you as long as it's 40 or less, and you can't change your mind later. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
And it also looks like that as part of that agreement, the state is going to dismiss cause number 23, DCCR 1543, which is the tampering with physical evidence. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
So I want to make sure you understand you have an absolute right to have a jury trial. In fact, your case is set for trial for next week. And you could have a jury come in and determine 2 things. The first is if you're guilty or not. And then if they find you guilty, you can leave your punishment up to them. If we go forward this way, you're waiving that right, and again, you're leaving it up to me, and as long as I stay within that plea range of 40 years or less, then you're waiving your right to appeal, and is that what you want to do?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state tenders number 1.
No objection, state's one.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Simon is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you, your case, and then we'll come back at a later date for sentencing. Anything that you think is important, get that information to Mr. Burbank, and he will present it to me on your behalf when we come back.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can go back with the bailiff.
Please excuse, Your Honor.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Judge Raquel West closed today's session with an intense mix of cases that showed exactly how unpredictable criminal court can be. The first and most furious was Augustus Simon Jr., who stood up and openly pled guilty to murder. Instead of battling a full jury trial, he agreed to a plea deal that caps his punishment at 40 years. The state dismissed the tampering charge as part of that agreement, but the judge made sure he understood the severity of what comes next: a full pre-sentence investigation and a future sentencing hearing where every detail of his history will matter. Then came Rebecca, whose years of theft offenses finally caught up with her. With multiple prior theft convictions already on her record, she faced 4 new felony cases, each enhanced due to her history. She accepted guilt in all 4, but Judge West refused to rush the punishment. A pre-sentence investigation will now determine whether her sentences will be stacked, combined, or shaped based on her long criminal background. Lastly, we saw Chase Bro standing before the court for unauthorized use of a vehicle. His case was simple and his plea agreement sealed it: 180 days in state jail. Judge West followed the deal and reminded him about the consequences he now faces moving forward. Together, these cases show how justice plays out when the facts, history, and choices of each defendant come into full view. If you want more courtroom breakdowns like this, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and comment which case surprised you most. Your support helps us grow and cover more real courtroom moments.